everybody, we're out here at 15610 Lucia Lane in Moreno Valley. It's a listing that we've had for 22 days now. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how we're doing open houses in the COVID era. So it's a little bit different showing a house with COVID than it is, I mean obviously I don't have COVID, but with the COVID environment I should say, it's a little bit different than it was previous. Obviously it's a lot different. Number one is you can't just have signs out everywhere, so getting traffic to the open house is difficult. You have to basically schedule appointments, and you know, in order to view the house, the buyer has to be pre-qualified, already have a loan in place, and either with an agent, or if they're not with an agent, they can work directly with you. But the key is they have to be pre-qualified. Then they also have to sign a document called a PEAD form, which basically is, it's a COVID questionnaire asking if you've had COVID, if you've been exposed to COVID. It's basically you're certifying that you're COVID-free to the best of your knowledge. So that has to be filled out. And then when people come, it's not like an open house where we put signs up and have 1 million people inside the house and 20 people upstairs, 10 people downstairs. We only allow one group in the house at a time. Masks are required. They have to put hand sanitizer on before going in the house. And you know, one group in, one group out. So if you want to come this way, I'll show you a little bit. Typically with an open house, we have all kinds of refreshments, and so we've really had to modify that because we're not supposed to have anything that can be touched. So if they literally want a donut, we give them a napkin. They've got to pick it up with a napkin. Everything's got to be touched with something covering it. So there's no touching of anything. We provide hand sanitizer, which we ask them to put on prior to entering the house, so that anything they touch is with freshly sanitized hands. And like I said, one group in, one group out. And that's basically it. But it makes the realtor's job a little bit more difficult. So you've got to have an agent who's going to aggressively market the open house online and make sure he gets appointments that can come see the property. In this case, I can't even put a lockbox on this particular property because the sellers are still living in the home. So they're living here until they sell the place, and then they're going to move, which during COVID makes it even a little bit more difficult, because you know they don't want random people just coming in and out of the house whenever. So we can only do showings on certain days during certain times, and I have to ask them to leave when that happens. So it's a little bit difficult, a little bit more difficult a situation, but with the right agent, your house can get sold in a very fast time. The market is hot. There's no reason not to sell now if that's what you need to do and what would like to do, and I'd love to assist you with that if possible. Give me a call. Thank you.